Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency President Dr. Irfaan Ali, today swore in Mr. Clifton Hicken as the Commissioner of Police. Mr. Hicken, who has been acting in this capacity since 2022, was administered his oath of office at the office of the President. He is the 13th Commissioner of Police in the Guyana Police Force. President Ali also officially appointed Mr. Ravindradit Budram, Mr. Wendell Blanham, Mr. Errol Watts, Mr. Fazil Karimbaksh, and Mr. Simon McBean as Deputy Commissioners. In brief remarks, the head of state said that the appointment of the top brass of the force demonstrates the government's confidence in their ability to get the job done. He said Mr. Hickin has demonstrated strong leadership in addressing challenges across the country. President Ali also said that he has outlined individually and collectively what is expected from the leadership of the force by the Constitution and the people of Guyana. He underscored that the prosperity of every country lies in the security of its nation. Gordon Moseley announces departure from 94.1 FM and JumpStart after nearly 12 years. After nearly 12 years with 94.1 FM and JumpStart, Gordon Moseley has announced his decision to leave the station, marking the end of an era in local radio. His last day on air will be Friday, December 27, 2024. Moseley informed management of his decision about a month ago, and while they encouraged him to extend his stay, he felt it was time to turn the page. 11 years and 9 months is significant. It's like a common entrance child and a newborn, he shared. Reflecting on his time at 94.1 FM, Moseley expressed gratitude for the opportunity to work with an exceptional local team and engage with listeners daily. It has been a terrific journey, he stated. I've enjoyed every moment and appreciate the support from our listeners and my colleagues. As he prepares to embark on new ventures, including a greater focus on news source and other projects, Moseley noted that he believes now is the right time for this transition. He extended special thanks to the directors, administrative staff, and fellow radio colleagues for their support throughout his career at 94.1 FM. In closing, Moseley humorously remarked, "Big men still don't go out of style, but it's time for what's next." Mark Light suspended by Guyana Teachers Union over wage agreement. The Guyana Teachers Union, GTU, has announced the suspension of its president, Dr. Mark Light, and second vice president, Julian Cambridge, following a meeting of the union's general council on Tuesday evening. This decision comes after a motion was moved to remove the two executives, primarily due to their acceptance of a 10% pay increase offered by the government to teachers in August. The motion for suspension received support from 22 of the 32 members present at the meeting, indicating significant discontent among union members regarding the wage agreement. Sources close to the matter revealed that the move to suspend Dr. Light and Mr. Cambridge had been anticipated for some time. Since the agreement was signed, many teachers across the country have expressed their dissatisfaction, noted a source. While some rank-and-file members might suspect ulterior motives behind the acceptance of the agreement, the decision was made in accordance with the GTU's constitution. The agreement, signed by Dr. Light, included a multi-year pay increase plan that stipulates a 10% salary increase for 2024, followed by 8% for 2025 and 9% for 2026. These increases had previously been rejected by the union. With Dr. Light's suspension, Marissa Williams, the first vice president, will assume his responsibilities. As of now, no acting appointment has been made for Mr. Cambridge. The GTU remains committed to representing the interests of its members and addressing their concerns moving forward. Attempted unauthorized departure from Guyana involving Deputy Commissioner of Police. The Ministry of Home Affairs has become aware of an incident that occurred on Monday, December 16, 2024, involving a vehicle with Brazilian registration number NUK 8x10 to the power of 96. The vehicle was intercepted by law enforcement officers while approaching the Takuta Bridge in Leitham, Region 9, as it was attempting to leave Guyana without proper immigration clearance. Upon inspection, the passenger in the vehicle was identified as Mr. Calvin Brutus, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Administration, AG, who is currently on administrative leave. It is important to note that Mr. Brutus is under a court order prohibiting him from leaving the jurisdiction due to ongoing criminal charges related to investigations into alleged financial crimes. Following the interception, Mr. Brutus was informed by police that he could not leave the country. He subsequently returned to Ogle from Leitham on a flight on the same day, December 16, 2024. The ministry assures the public that a thorough investigation into this matter is ongoing, and appropriate actions will be taken in accordance with the law. The ministry remains committed to upholding the rule of law and ensuring compliance with all legal and procedural requirements by individuals within the jurisdiction. Opposition leader threatens legal action over Hicken's appointment, government prepared to respond. News source Guyana, Opposition leader Aubrey Norton has announced that he is pursuing legal action to challenge the appointment of Mr. Clifton Hicken as Commissioner of Police. Mr. Hicken's appointment was confirmed by President Irfaan Ali earlier today, following 2 years of serving in an acting capacity, despite having reached the retirement age. In a statement to the press, Mr. Norton expressed his belief that the appointment is illegal on several grounds. "I have spoken to the lawyers this morning, and we are going to take legal action because I don't consider myself to have been consulted, as the law requires. When he wrote to me, I made it clear that what is needed is an investigation, not the appointment of individuals with questionable character," Norton stated. He further criticized the decision to confirm Hicken's appointment after the retirement age, suggesting it reflects complicity in corruption within the Guyana police force. Appointing Hicken, despite serious allegations against him, signals to the public that the government is comfortable with corruption in the police force, he added. Norton also raised concerns about the overall competence of the police force's leadership, stating that the president should prioritize appointing capable leaders. The leadership of the police force has faced many questions about its competence. This appointment indicates that the government prefers compromised individuals who can be controlled to achieve their objectives. "We have long asserted that the police force has been politicized, and this is further evidence of that politicization," he remarked. In response, the government has dismissed these claims and reaffirmed its commitment to defending Mr. Hicken's appointment. The government is prepared to vigorously contest any legal challenges to this decision, emphasizing that the appointment was conducted lawfully and in accordance with the Constitution. Government confirms defense of Clifton Hicken's appointment as Commissioner of Police. The government of Guyana has issued a statement reaffirming its commitment to defending the appointment of Mr. Clifton Hicken as the Commissioner of Police, following criticisms from the leader of the opposition, Mr. Aubrey Norton. In response to Mr. Norton's remarks, the government emphasized that there should be no surprise at his criticism, noting that Mr. Hicken was the most senior member of the Guyana police force at the time of his appointment. The government pointed out that during the tenure of the previous Partnership for National Unity plus Alliance for Change, APNU plus AFC, government, Mr. Hicken was unjustly sidelined while 2 junior officers were appointed to act in the role of commissioner. The statement highlighted the coalition government's history of constitutional violations, asserting that the People's National Congress, PNC, the main coalition partner, lacks the moral authority to criticize the current administration on matters of constitutionality and the rule of law, particularly regarding the appointment of the Commissioner of Police. The government reiterated that Mr. Clifton Hicken's appointment was lawful and in full accordance with Article 211 of the Constitution of Guyana and the Constitution, Prescribed Matters, Act, Cap 27:12. Furthermore, it asserted that the leader of the opposition was properly consulted in accordance with the constitutional requirements related to this appointment. The government also reminded the public that Mr. Norton previously challenged Mr. Hicken's acting appointment on similar grounds, which was dismissed by the High Court. Mr. Norton chose not to appeal that decision. In conclusion, the government stated that any legal challenge to Mr. Hicken's appointment will be vigorously defended. Mahaicony couple consider legal action against Massy gas products following gas cylinder explosion. Kaider News. A couple from Mahaicony is contemplating legal action against Massy gas products after a gas cylinder explosion severely damaged their home early Tuesday morning. The incident resulted in the walls and doors of their residence being blown off, prompting concerns about safety and accountability. Ms. Onika Williams, one of the occupants of the Little Aberry home, expressed her gratitude that no one was injured but voiced disappointment over the company's response. "I am waiting for copies of the reports from the Guyana Fire Service and the police in case the lawyer needs it. We will be meeting with a lawyer to seek legal advice," she stated. "This is not the first time one of their bottles has caused an explosion, and we are not prepared to let it go down easy." Her spouse, Mr. Mutland Wills, echoed her sentiments, stating, "A lawsuit just might be a wake-up call for them. We have no water. The explosion shattered all of our lines." The couple estimates their losses at approximately $1.5 million due to the damage, and they have yet to receive any compensation or satisfactory response from the company representatives who visited the site. Upon investigation by the police from the Mahaicony police station, the cause of the explosion was determined to be gas-related. A team of firefighters from the Mahaicony fire station conducted a thorough inspection of the gas cylinder in question, identifying leaks at the knob where the gas head is attached. Later in the afternoon, 3 individuals claiming to represent Massy gas products visited the couple's home to examine the defective cylinder. However, they informed the couple that there was nothing wrong with the gas bottle. Ms. Williams reported that they refused to provide their names or affiliations, leading her to ask them to leave her property. They kept insisting it wasn't their bottle's fault, disregarding the findings of the fire service, she said. With Christmas approaching, The couple faces significant financial strain as they anticipate repair costs between $1.5 million and $2 million to restore their home. Investigations into the incident are ongoing. Former police credit union staff charged with fraud. Guyana News, a 30-year-old former clerk of the Guyana Police Force, GPF, has been charged with multiple counts of fraud. Melissa O'Brien, a resident of Lot 801 Paradise Housing Scheme on the east coast of Demerara, appeared at the Georgetown Magistrates Court on Wednesday to face the allegations. The charges, presented before Acting Chief Magistrate Faith McGusty, involve serious accusations of falsifying accounts and forging documents while employed at the GPF Credit Union on Camp Street, Georgetown. The prosecution alleges that on June 13, 2024, O'Brien intentionally falsified a passbook belonging to Colin O'Brien, reflecting a non-existent special savings balance of $110,000. Furthermore, it is alleged that between January 12 and April 9, 2024, she falsified another passbook belonging to France Garlington, which showed 3 fabricated payments made to the GPF Credit Union. Additionally, it is claimed that O'Brien forged a withdrawal voucher purportedly signed by Colin O'Brien with the intent to defraud. O'Brien pleaded not guilty to all charges. Her attorney, Leslyn Noble, requested bail, emphasizing her client's unblemished record during her tenure at the GPF and her current employment at the Guyana Post Office Corporation. Noble also noted that O'Brien is a mother of 3, including a 1-year-old child, and that she had cooperated fully with the police during the investigation. She argued that the charges pertained to a non-violent offense. However, the prosecution objected to the bail request, citing the seriousness and prevalence of the alleged offenses. After considering both sides, Magistrate McGusty granted O'Brien bail set at $150,000, $50,000 for each of the 3 charges. The conditions of her bail require her to surrender her passport and report to the GPF Office of Professional Responsibility, OPR, on the last Friday of every month. O'Brien is scheduled to return to court on January 22, 2025. Digicel partners with MMG to launch convenient top-up service. Guyana Chronicle. In a groundbreaking partnership aimed at enhancing customer convenience, Digicel Guyana has announced that Digicel top-ups are now available through Mobile Money Guyana, MMG. This collaboration between the telecommunications and financial services companies marks a significant advancement in improving mobile recharge accessibility for Digicel customers nationwide. Customers can now recharge their phones anytime and anywhere directly through the MMG platform, eliminating the need to visit physical locations for top-ups. This service ensures quick and reliable transactions from the comfort of homes, workplaces, or while on the go. Mark Singh, CEO of MMG, expressed enthusiasm about the new service, stating, "We are thrilled to offer Digicel customers the ability to recharge their phones through MMG, adding yet another layer of convenience to our platform. This partnership with Digicel underscores our commitment to making everyday transactions faster and easier for all Guyanese while fostering financial inclusion across the country." The integration of Digicel top-ups into the MMG platform is part of both companies' broader vision to leverage technology to simplify services and improve access to mobile and financial solutions. This initiative aligns with MMG's mission of providing a digital payment solution that reaches every corner of Guyana, making daily life more convenient for its customers. Digicel CEO, Dionarine Gopal, emphasized the importance of this partnership, saying, "By integrating with MMG, we're responding to our customers' needs for a fast and efficient way to stay connected. This partnership aligns with our digital transformation journey and reinforces our commitment to providing innovative solutions that enhance the customer experience in Guyana. We understand that our customers lead busy lives, and being able to top up their phones through an app they already use and trust makes perfect sense. To utilize this new feature, customers can log in to their MMG account using the app, select the Digicel top-up option, and complete the transaction in just a few simple steps. Additionally, this service allows users to top up for others, providing added convenience for family and friends. With this partnership, Digicel and MMG are not only simplifying the top-up process but also contributing to the digital transformation of Guyana's financial landscape, making it easier for citizens to stay connected in an increasingly fast-paced world. Businessman charged with $30 million fraud. Guyana News. A 51-year-old businessman, Irfaan Ramzan, appeared before the Georgetown Magistrates Court on Wednesday facing charges of obtaining money by false pretense. Ramzan, who resides at Lot 23 Public Road, Eccles, East Bank Demerara, is accused of defrauding Chairman Harnandan out of $30 million on February 5, 2024, at Kroll Street, Stabroek, Georgetown. The charge alleges that Ramzan obtained the funds with the intent to defraud, falsely promising to repay the sum in 3 installments, $15 million on April 5, 2024, $5 million on June 5, 2024, and $10 million on August 5, 2024. According to the prosecution, Ramzan failed to make any of the agreed payments. During the court proceedings, Acting Chief Magistrate Faith McGusty read the charge to Ramzan, who was not required to enter a plea at this stage. Private Prosecutor Juman Yassin informed the court that both parties had signed an agreement where Harnandan provided the $30 million to Ramzan to secure a barge. Yassin explained, he subsequently told the informant that he can't get the barge and, in order to repay the $30 million, he entered into an agreement to pay back the money in installments. He has not done so. Ramzan's defense attorney, Conio Sanafordholder, raised concerns regarding the charge's clarity, arguing that it was not properly drafted. This charge appears to suggest obtaining money by false pretense but only cites repayment dates and amounts, Sanafordholder stated. It does not address the initial contract that was breached, indicating that this is a civil matter. Sanafordholder also applied for bail, emphasizing that Ramzan is a father of two and the sole provider for his family, operating a logistics company called Progressive Initiative. She argued that the funds would be repaid before the trial begins and asserted that her client is not a flight risk and has no previous offenses. After considering both arguments, Magistrate McGusty granted Ramzan bail in the amount of $250,000. He is scheduled to return to court on January 22, 2025, for clarification of the charge and to file statements. Guyana Police Force to be renamed as Guyana Police Service in 2025. Guyana Chronicle. As part of Guyana's ongoing security sector modernization efforts, the Guyana Police Force, GPF, will be renamed to the Guyana Police Service in 2025. This announcement was made by Acting Commissioner of Police, Clifton Hicken, during the recent annual police Christmas breakfast held at the Police Officers' Mess in Eve Leary. The name change aims to enhance the image of the organization and is expected to benefit all Guyanese. Commissioner Hicken stated, "We have been discussing this for the past year and a half, but we are now committed to making it official in 2025. The initiative was initially announced earlier this year by Minister of Home Affairs, Robeson Ben, during the Regional Security System, RSS, Council of Ministers meeting. Minister Ben emphasized the importance of reforming the GPF into a police service, stating that the Commissioner and staff are diligently working on establishing a police academy, complete with necessary buildings and training facilities. Our commitment is to elevate Guyana as a leader and a significant resource for the Caribbean within the RSS framework," Minister Ben remarked. He also highlighted the need for improved leadership within the force, particularly at the middle level, and stressed the importance of integrity, professionalism, and continuous training. The modernization efforts include the establishment of a community relations department aimed at strengthening police-community relations and enhancing preventative policing strategies through positive engagements. This year, a budget allocation of $30.3 billion has been designated for the GPF, which includes $1 billion for acquiring additional vehicles, motorcycles, and boats to enhance response capabilities, as well as $5 billion for the rehabilitation of police stations. In addition, 300 body cameras will be procured for police ranks to improve accountability and transparency. Significant projects, such as a state-of-the-art 12-story brick dam police station with a budget of $5.4 billion, are currently underway to advance the infrastructure of the police service. The proposed name change has been a topic of discussion in past years, with previous attempts to enact the change being met with opposition. However, the current administration is moving forward with the reform recommendations that have long been suggested.